Alright, grade 8s. Yesterday the TOC asked you to do some show you knows, and I just want to go over those now and make sure you were up on how those work. So let's start with the first one here, page 200, where you had to determine the product using models and express the product in those terms. Now it's important that you remember that although you might have figured out a mechanical way to do this, we must do it with modeling because that is part of the expectations for the curriculum. Let's do the first one, 2 times 5 sixths. 2 times 5 over 6. And let me just shrink that for now. And we'll try this now. So, over there. So 2 times 5 sixths. There's a few ways you could have done this. If you recall, when we were using the pattern blocks, the green triangles represented a sixth. So 2 times 5 sixths might have looked something like this for you. Let me just get my green pen here. 2 times 5 sixths. Well, here's 1 sixth, 2 sixths, 3 sixths, 4 sixths, 5 sixths. But I need to do 2 of those. So I'll do another 1 sixth, 2 sixths, 3 sixths, 4 sixths, 5 sixths. Now I have 2 times 5 sixths. One group here, one group here. Now I need to find an answer to my question. Well, we know, if you recall, that it took 6 of these triangles to make a whole hexagon. So let's group them into 6s. So let's see, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm just going to put a circle around those. I know that if I put those 6 triangles together, I get one whole hexagon. And it looks like I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 left over. So I have one whole and 4 sixths. And in those terms, of course, I would make 4 sixths 2 over 3. So your final answer, just shrink that a little bit, would be 1 2/3. Let me erase that one. And we'll try the second one again. The other one you're asked to do was, what was that? 4 times 2/3. So 4 times 2/3. Now you could choose pattern blocks like I did before because we also have thirds for that. Or you could use something called fraction strips. Basically just rectangles divided into thirds. So let's do 4 times 2/3. So I'm going to draw 4 rectangles. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to divide those into thirds. And I'm going to shade in 2/3 of each. Oh, I forgot to down over there. And so I take a look at that and I say, okay, well, I need 3 parts to make a whole. So let me group those. So I have one whole right there. If I take those 2 and this third one over here, that's 2 wholes. And I still have 2/3 left over here. So I get an answer of 2 wholes and 2/3. You also could have just counted the green ones that I shaded in. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8/3. And 3 goes into 8 twice, with 2 left over, all over 3. Now the third way that you're going to be asked to model is a number line. So let's take a look at the number line. Let's just look at the example number 2 they do for us. Okay? So we have 3 times 2/5. 3 times 2/5 is the same as 2/5 plus 2/5 plus 2/5. So how are you going to set up a number line? Well, you have to decide how many whole numbers you're going to have on your number line. So I can see that I'm going to need at least 3, because in my multiplication statement there's going to be 3 jumps. But it won't quite be 3, it'll be less than 3, because we're only jumping a fraction. So you can see here they set up a number line of 0, 1, and 2. And what they did is each section in here is actually chopped up into 5 parts. And we got that from the denominator 5. So you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what you're asked to do is jump 3 times. And each time you jump 2 out of 5. So you can see here they jumped 2 out of 5 once, 2 out of 5 twice, 2 out of 5 3 times. And you end up getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fifths. And you can actually change that to a mixed number. 5 goes into 6 once, with one left over. So as a mixed number, you could have got an answer of 1 and 1/5. Ignore that little line that I did there. So 1 and 1/5. So for down here, let's just do one of these show you knows down the bottom. We'll do 4 times 5 over 8. We can't use pattern blocks. We could use fraction strips, but we're going to use a number line. 4 times 5 over 8. So let me just shrink the page, write down 4 times 5 over 8. So 4 times 5 eighths. So I'm going to make a number line. I have to decide, how many whole numbers are going to be in my number line. If I go with up to 4, that should be safe, because I'm multiplying 4 times a number less than 0, 5/8, a fraction. So I'm going to draw my number line, like so. I'm going to number 0, always start with 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not going to need all those because I know the number is going to be less than 4 because it's 4 times a fraction. Now, according to this problem, I need to divide up, the in-between here needs to be divided up into 8 sections. So I'll draw 7 little lines in between. I'll actually start off by putting a line for each of the whole numbers first. So here's a whole number for the 0, for the 1, 2, 3, 4. And now I have to draw 7 little lines in between those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there are 8 spaces in between each of those, and I now have to jump 5 out of 8 4 times. So here I go. So starting right here, I'm going to count 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So where did I end up? Well, I ended up getting 3 holes. Sorry, excuse me, 2 holes. And another 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 8. So my answer is 2 holes and 4/8, or in lowest terms, 1/2. So just to recap, I jumped 4 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, and each jump was 5 out of 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I ended up at 2 wholes, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 8. And so, but instead of putting 4 over 8, I just reduced it right away and made it 1/2. Okay, so if you're comfortable with the modeling, you can go on and work on the 6.1 handout that the TOC gave you yesterday. So you're working on 6.1. And if you happen to finish 6.1 early, I want you to just go onto Google and search for some multiplying fraction game sites, something that can help reinforce what you've learned today. My goal is possibly to have IXL set up for today, but if I don't, you just Google some multiplying fraction games in Google.